Load, turn up loud and we know that. We loud and we proud. We loud and we know that. We loud and we proud. Turn up loud and we know that. Turn up loud and we proud. We turn up loud and we know that. At the Real Talk Show. Load.
Welcome to another episode of Loud. I'm your host, Aaron, and today we're joined by Operations Manager of Jamaica Rubber Products Limited, Giovanni. And we also have Brittany. So everybody know Brittany already.
Right.
Yes. So welcome, Gio. It's your first time on Loud.
Thanks for having me.
Yes. All right. So the topic for today is a man's decision to be with a woman influenced by how skimpily she's dressed, whether in public or on social media?
I definitely believe so, and it's highly dependent on how much public perception matters to him. So for example, if she's posting skimpy pictures, and it also depends on who she has on social media as well. For example, my two older sisters are always on social media and they have the tendency to stalk my life. So if I have a female that I'm interested in, or if I'm dating or anything like that, as a guy, especially for something that is going to be as permanent as the internet is now, that you can draw back pictures, you want, if you're thinking of a woman in terms of a future, you want to be able to be like, yo, presentable. She meets the standards of what your family or your circle, because every circle different. You have a circle of friends that, you have some circles of friends that, yo, batty ride every day is a great thing. You get me? Depending on the type of male friends that specific male has also kind of plays a part into it, where you're going to have a male that going to say, yo dog, she hot in a dog. But he's not necessarily going to say to you, yo dog, wife that in a part.
Yeah.
It's a totally different perception. So I believe that you kind of dictate how much respect or what type of perception you want out of a guy initially. Because everybody like to talk about is love at first sight is BS. It's I see you first. I see just the physical. I can't get to know you yet. So you kind of dictate to what level I want to get to know you. If I can see 90% of you in the outfit that you're wearing already,
Leave
then
nothing to the imagination.
I only have 10% left, which means that I've basically almost figured it out. Whereas if there's a progressive staging where it's like unwrapping a gift at Christmas time. You don't know what the gift is, you understand? But you have to go through the process of unraveling and peeling back the onions, as some people would say, until you get to, who she is, what she is, and all that.
Okay, I agree. Growing up as a young lady in a good family, we're told that, be careful what you post on social media, or guys might not respect you if you're showing too much, all of those things, right, Brittany? Right. I think you're the first guy who has actually elaborated on that in such a way to me, then, you get me, from his own personal point of view. But there are many guys who have brought it up to me to say, well, that girl there, waist girl or whatever, why? And I like, they know the girl, it's just because of how she put herself there. How she put herself across on social media. You go on social media right now and you think that, okay, a guy is attracted to you because obviously, all right, yes, you look good or whatever. But you think, say, okay, he's going to be genuinely attracted to you if you have a little one piece of string hang on for dear life. You get me? And I think some girls have that perception, like them can get man just because of how.
This is what a lot of young lady these days, they lack guidance. So as you rightfully said, yes, them a go think say, oh,
You
a
can get
guy
some man.
saying, my girl, you look nice, means say, oh, my girl, I want you. Or, my girl, I plan to spend the rest of my life with you. And that is, like, dead wrong. Because as much as people say that things and times do change, there are some things that remains the same.
That's true.
And that is one of them. Like, men will only respect you if you make yourself respectable. You get me? And if you're going to put yourself across a certain way, maybe wear some battery ride and some shut up because I want attention. You get me? Attention doesn't necessarily mean.
Well, also, you can also
Desire.
put it into the perspective of a little bit of window shopping, or for example, when you're on the road as a guy, for example, you will see a Porsche drive by, right? For about 1 minute, you will look on that Porsche, and the Porsche is super sexy, super appealing. You want that Porsche, but as life starts to set back in, you say, no, all right, what is my budget? What do I really want out of life? No. Would I spend all my money or all my earnings on that Porsche, which is a momentary bliss ever so often that's going to last for probably the first week and then it's going to normalize? Or am I going to go for something fuel efficient that fits my life for the rest of my life? So it's like, don't get me wrong, because there's also the other spectrum of things where sometimes there are some women that forget that there is a certain level of carnal appreciation to sexualizing things. It's people say sex sells all the time, because at our very core, it's for like people who like carnival. It's the party of the flesh. It's the way we have been society, and just also genetically how you're built up. And some people neglect it too much and some people appreciate it a little too much.
Too much.
So it's all about, like with everything else,
Balance.
it's a steady medium. It's understanding, because I've had many of different friends that are females that them say, boy, Gio, me not wear this because him can't change me, da 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 da. Not realizing that for you to stay in a man's life, or for a man to stay in a woman's life as well, it goes both ways.
Some changes
There has to be a total intertwining of two paths. It's not you stay on your path and I come and join you on your path, or vice versa. It is about an intertwining of two paths that is fully immersed and infused and appreciating what it is the other person wants. So like for me personally as a male, like my preference is there's a time and place for everything. And I appreciate people understanding, or a woman understanding that at this point in time you want this version of you to come out. If it is that we're around my friends, because as I said to all my, every male will tell you, there's, I believe, as much as I don't hear it from females, there's no female that want a man where at least 2 or 3 other girls now look upon him and say, boy, you can't look with him. It's an egotistical thing, and then nobody can hide from that. Nobody can hide from it. No man now gonna tell you, say, yeah man, I really like that ugly girl spirit, you know.
But at the same time,
You can, but I'm saying majority of the time you're
You
not
want
going to
at the
somebody
same
good looking,
time,
yeah.
as you said before, it has to have a balance because, alright, while it is that I want my friends to say, yeah, Brit, your boyfriend look nice. Me no want you say to me, say, oh, Brit, your boyfriend penis big enough because him have it put up on social media. All right?
Alright. For example, that however has to do with your preference. Now that is your. I have met females, and one of the blessings is being able to study abroad. You get a lot of different cultural backgrounds and everything like that. And there are females, males alike, that I've had friends from college that them girl come, and what I would never like coming from Jamaica. I remember when I just got up there and the man say, and she come out of there, I'm like,
Naked?
yo, dog. And cold like ice in a Connecticut. I don't know how the backside for batting a blister out there. But, you see me? Like, she come out, ass out and everything. And I know for a fact that in Jamaica, if it is that a man, and especially if him hold you in high regard, see you come out of a yard like that, man, by the end of your hair, you could have just paid for it, man, just whip you back inside. I'm like, oh, where you really are going
Right, that's true.
It don't matter. But then, and again, time and place. Like, if it is that I'm in business, and I have to go to functions under my titling as a businessman, I expect that you can dress and conduct yourself accordingly. And a lot of people hide behind the take me as I am, accept me for who I am, rather than acknowledging that, okay, if I'm lacking in this department, or if I don't have an understanding of a particular world, okay, now teach me. It's a growth process, it's an elevation process, and there's nothing wrong with it. Change is great. You understand? And a part of it is that people don't ready to accept change, which is most
That
things.
is true. That is true.
And some people are just plain downright selfish. You get me? Them not busy what them partner want. They just want to do what they want to do, and they don't realize that leads the partner to either, breaking up with them or infidelity. Because you can't give me what I want. Say, for example, you have a partner. All right, you remember the time when you said to me, such people came to you and them say, I want you dress this certain way. And
Right.
then you're like, well, I dress this sort of way, which is completely opposite from that. And I ain't changing it because that's how I am. You understand? What do you think, or how far do you think the relationship would get if that's the case? Because it make you know what he want. Him probably not asking for change your personality.
Exactly.
Right. But he must say to you, say, all right, you and I are going out. I want you to put yourself together in that sort of way.
It's
It's
like-
not in a bad way, Once it's not in a bad way, I don't think you should have taken it as an offense to get aggressive.
All right.
Let me
Personally,
see.
let me give another example, right? As a male, right? There are certain events that me as a male, I know I'm not putting on certain clothes and go down certain road. It's a time and place thing.
Right.
It has nothing to do with, okay,
Excuse me.
yo,
Personality
Margo,
and
this is the meaning for me and everything like that. 90% of the time, me like, hey, I don't want to get robbed. You know, put on a Lacoste shirt and go on a street dance and smell too sweet. And look around like, come here, boy.
Yeah.
Give me all of that.
Come here. You understand? You don't do that. You understand? And it's the same thing. It's just that I believe that we're in a hypersensitive society that takes everything personally.
Yeah.
And everything is a personal jar against one's character, when a lot of the time it has nothing to do with your character or your personality. It is with just understanding time and place.
So what you say?
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, it is influenced by relationships can be influenced by
How
what's
the person
posted on social media
or in public overall.
or in public overall. Right? Yeah, I do think so. Men are usually visual creatures. I'd
Whoa,
like to believe that.
man.
I'd like to say men.
You
Men.
guys,
Yes, yes.
we are.
Men
Don't
are
get us
visual
wrong.
creatures.
Yeah,
Don't get
because-
me wrong. Women like what them sit to, but a woman, we see one ugly man and try to know him, right? Like him nice to her, and she would be like, oh yeah, he was funny, despite the fact that him ugly till him buck up. While a man probably will look for one girl and not even make her get to be funny because you just not look good. You get me? You have, I think that men are visual creatures.
And even in sex too.
And even in sex, right?
Well, meaning
Oh
what?
no,
Please
alright, with
clarify.
the titty them a jump up on some of them things, they getting excited. They think we look under the balls and
A
see
woman,
the jerks
let
and
me tell you,
get
right,
all
you get
excited.
me?
No.
And a woman, we say, alright, we will do a quickie and you just keep on your clothes and just draw down the pants a little bit. We don't want to see and touch and, you get me? Like, it's,
Hear and smell.
men are visual creatures. You don't think so?
I mean, I won't say that we're not, but I believe it's very, very equal.
I
don't.
I
don't.
For example, I've met quite a bit of perversion, quite more perversion that me as a male has been
From
in-
a female?
From a female. Oh yeah, and from quite a few that I know as well. So
I think that
I
men are more
believe
visual.
that it's a-
yes, you do have some female out there who just
no, not
Blatant.
not some, quite a few, quite a few. It's not some. That's
I
some.
guess for each is its own.
Yeah,
Right? I
each
guess
his
for
own.
each is his own. Because there are men who can tell us well, they've never had that experience where a woman would just walk up to them and say, oh, me like you, or you look nice. Or some men will never have that. You get me? While you have other guys where we'll be like, oh my God, every girl in the world thirsty. Based on their experiences. You get me?
I guess.
But naturally, I think that men are more visual than, let me put it that way, than women are.
Alright, so before we wrap up, right? For persons out there who openly or maybe I'm not the person to judge, but let me speak what's on my mind. The people out there, like you have the social media influencers and all those people who post up very skimpy clothing, the person who is with them, do you think it's a case where most times it's just for show? I won't say all the time because you can't generalize everything or everybody. But do you think in most cases it's a case where, okay, me have my hot girl, me have my hot guy, and oh, we're putting it out there in the face of everybody that we're together? Do you think that they're genuinely there for who the person is, or just how the situation look?
No, I think that's a 50-50.
50-50?
Yeah. I think that's a 50-50.
Straight down the middle.
Straight down the middle.
Yeah.
Because you do have some who
Yeah,
there
some
for the
people who
appearance.
genuinely love the person despite the fact that, oh,
Them
even
out
if
there
they
like
never
that.
have, you get me? Or because they're out there like that. And then you have other people who just did it for the show. So I think it's a 50-50 thing.
And
Then sometimes what is portrayed on social media is the furthest thing from
what is in
Reality.
reality?
Right.
So it's as I say, it's very much like the case of the Porsche where you see it for 10 seconds and then you go and ride in it and all them something there, and it's like, oh.
Alright, so
maybe
I'm
this
gonna
not
ask you,
all
Gio.
okay. Yeah.
What is too skimpy for you?
What do you mean? What in what?
What
rega-
is too skimpy
for-
for you?
in
Like for
regard-
you to say, alright, me no.
Alright, if me
wouldn't
make it seem, if you are wearing my shoelace, it's too skimpy.
skimp.
Yeah, if you are wearing my shoelace, if that Amber Rose, you see me, the thread round her body and everything like that, and like that is too skimpy. Especially portrayed on social media, not a god, no way. That's like, no way,
Okay.
no way.
Yeah, I think like things like that and the nipple pasty kind of thing where it's just breast and a piece of tape over the nipples and stuff like that. That's-
No bra
No.
or them
Like,
have on the
maybe
see-through one.
I'll be asking if something cut.
You get me? Like stuff like that. I think it's
Yes,
disgusting.
it's-
I don't like to see it. I really don't think it's clothing. Like, what is that?
Alright, well, we need to wrap up because we're completely out of time. But that's it for this edition of Loud. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell us what you think. Remember to subscribe. Click the button wherever it is on the screen. Grims, wherever you put it. So I'm Erin.
I'm Brittany.
I'm Gio.
Bye.
Load. Load. Nothing at the whispering thing, we target loud. Loud, you know, it at the real talk show. Just free your mind and think it out loud. Whether up on the phone or the social media. Load. Yeah, we keep it loud. Keep it loud. Load. At the real talk show. Load. Turn up loud and we know that. We loud and we proud. We loud and we know that. We loud and we proud. Turn up loud and we know that. Turn up loud and we proud. We turn up loud and we know that. At the real talk show. Loud.